Okay, folks, this is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. I hope you guys are doing well. I've got a few things to be showing off tonight, as well as general information how things are going. I've got one unboxing item and a couple of other items that just got in recently, as well as something I picked up from the um, state fair. I do plan on adding to this list of things from the state fair later this week. My wife has one of the items over there because as soon as she tried it on, she decided that she wanted it. So I could not say no.
It's on the lamp in the bedroom.
Okay, well, she's the one that acquired it. If you get a chance to go grab it for me later, we'll show it off. Now, I'll probably be reiterating this. I think that's the right word. What along to go as more people come in. Hope to see you soon. Talk to you guys. See what's going on. Let's see here if anybody shows. It is now 7 o'clock on your radio dial, and I am Colin Kincaid. Hope things are well with you guys. I have 3 items to show off tonight. One I ordered, one I picked up from Goodwill, and 2 from the state fair. So other than that, that's what I've got to show you guys. Let's see what you guys come up with as soon as we get some people in. Right now, I am showing one person inside here. I don't know if it's anybody on the YouTube side or not at all. I have no idea. We're going to have to wait and see. But right now, it is what it is. Oh, hopefully someone's going to show up soon because I'm feeling a little out of it. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully we get some people in here. Right now it's just me and my wife, cats, just hanging out. Hoping to hear people pop in. Hopefully things will go well. We're going to find out. I am going to go to live chat. There we go. There's that. I don't know if anybody's even out and about here on YouTube besides me. Who else is going live right now? Let's see who I have connections with. Nope. Not someone I know. Let's see here. Nope, no one here yet. I am going to do this. Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Got a few things to show off today, if you're interested. I just was waiting for people to pop in. So if I'm looking a little, I forget a good way, because you guys are seeing a lot of reflection off my glasses right now. Just trying to figure a good place to do that without being blinded by you guys. Man, here's what I look. Exhausted. Ouch. I've had those 12-hour travel days. Want to see something cool? Check this out. This is not the original striker, but this is the one I bought from AliExpress. This is the original one right here. But Jenny liked that one. So I'm putting it in with this kit right here. Got a piece of flint, a bunch of char cloth, which I added myself, and some other fire starting material. So I'll be adding this to this one right here. Like that. It'll be a giveaway item. Unless, I plan on making one for Jenny. Didn't find any flint, unfortunately, because the person who normally I picked flint up from died last year, unfortunately. Sounds like Jiffy Pop over there, huh? But the only thing I could do is that one of the vendors where I picked up the striker setup had some of these for like $5 a piece. So they're not that bad. Now, I haven't strike this thing or anything like that, but yeah, they strike really well. This is not the one that's going with the kit, unfortunately. This is the one that Jenny had glommed onto. So she liked this one. So it's going in her kit, along with the necklace that she picked out for me, and said, I like it. I want to keep it. So I said, sure. So that's Jenny's. Oh, yeah, most likely. I also acquired a couple more items. That I am going back to the state fair to pick up some more of these. These are actually pretty cool. These are flint, a little bit of translucence there. And now, if you want to use them for your arrows, you probably could if you wanted to, but I would suggest just keeping it as it is, as a necklace. In your case, because I'm not sure what the rules are about wearing jewelry such as this in your country. So you got to tell me one way or the other. But I did make Jenny a kit of her own, which is right here. And she also has the char cloth and some of the same material. And that's the one that's going in there. She's not going to be keeping her flint inside because she's going to be wearing it as a necklace, which is like what I do, because I carry another one of mine right here. So she'll have her own little kit. Like I said, I've got my own that Ian got me, but this one's not shirt. This or even flint. This one's jasper, which still works. Okay, cool. I'll pick up a couple more of these on Friday. Now, the biggest item I picked up is this. I picked it up today, actually. Yes, this is U.S. military. Yes, this is practically brand new. No wear and tear on it. No scuffs, nothing. It's a intermediate cold weather sleeping bag from the U.S. military. Now, if you guys want to know how much it's worth, I can tell you that. But it's a lot more expensive than I expected once I looked it up by material number. Because I didn't put it down as brand new. I put it down as really good condition. And it's still worth a pretty penny because it's not just one item, there's two. And not including the bag itself. So, but this is a cold weather bag. That's why it's so freaking big. As soon as my boy heard about it, he tried to say, I've been looking for one of those. I go, nope. Are you talking in the royal we type situation there, Rob, or what? I know you have royalty in your country, but I'm also trying to see who else is on about because I haven't heard anyone yet. So let me know what you guys find out. $8 is what I paid for it. And yes, I will open it up to show you. I kind of, it's not connected because I didn't, I wanted to show it to you guys separately. Yes, it is the digital camo. That condition is just like perfect. No wear, no tear, not even dirty. On just one of the websites I was looking at by the material things. This thing is like mint condition. But this right here, this bivvy here, you can see it. There's not frayed anywhere. There's no holes, no wear, sit patterns anywhere. I don't even think that even got put out or anything like that. The sleeping bag is the same condition. I mean, it's clean and everything else. I mean, no scuff marks, no tear marks, nothing. And then the bag itself, obviously, the compression sack itself, it's got its own material number and everything. And they're all military, U.S. military. This one is stuff sack compression large, so it's large setup. But I've got the digital camo version of the one you got, and according to the websites that I've been looking at, it runs between I'm not including the bag, about $208 for everything. I think. Let me double check something real quick. I'll let you know. Let me see here. Mac, get out of there. You're not messing that up. Well, let me see here. And I have to look it up because I got the numbers on my phone. Yeah, so this is the. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Can see this or not? That's what it is. Now, but I'm trying to look up them by numbers because I'm not really sure how to write this down real well. So bear with me here. W9124Q dash 05 dash D dash 0826. The bag itself is gray. They're running about $60, I guess, on the Army Navy Outdoors website. I don't know if they have the bivy as part of it or not. Here's the modular system. I guess we'll check the whole system. Yeah, if you got both of the system with a bivy, it's running about $189 from the U.S. Navy website. Hey, Rob, got a new sleeping bag, got some fire kit, and some another thing for our unboxing. If you want to know what it is, please let me know. I picked up a new winter sleeping bag and everything with bivy, digital camo, for $8. I could not pass it up because it was like, it's there, you don't want to miss it. So it's in really freaking good condition. I checked them all over, not a scab, not a tear, not a nothing. For $8. Patrol bag? I'm not from. What's a patrol bag? You tell me what that is. I'll let you know. Jeep, how you doing, brother? Long time no see. And this one here, I'm keeping for myself because last winter sleeping bag I got, Ian acquired. So I'm keeping all this to myself because I don't have a winter setup. I have been considering doing a winter video, but I would have to make sure I would have 100% of all the stuff I need to even consider going out. But I'm going to have to wait a while because of my injury. I can't physically do a lot in the winter. I mean, literally, I've been finding gear rated for winter a lot lately. Don't ask me why. I mean, I found snowshoes recently. I found this recently. I don't know what's next. I'm going to find long johns or something. Who knows? I do not have that one. I mean, like I said, I've never had a winter bag, military bag. I mean, since I was in this active duty service over 20 some years ago, and the systems are not even close to being what these are, as far as I know. But for what it is, I'm hoping anyway. I'm gonna have to repack this later, but yeah, that's gonna be a winter camp setup, definitely. But I do have my one tent that I have. It's the Light Fighter 2 or 1, sorry, Light Fighter 1 bivy tent, which is really large, by the way. Ian set it up last weekend at the flea market when we were camping out. And there's supposed to be a liner you can get for that to make it a 4-season tent, which would be a little bit interesting to get. If that can work with that and do it a whole military setup, see how warm I can stay, that'd be kind of interesting. Nope. I picked that one up at Goodwill here in town, here in Newton. I'm not working at the D.A.V. Oh, way to go, Rob. I've seen bunny boots at the D.A.V. in Des Moines. I have not been there since they let me go. Not that they wanted to, just the fact is that my time up was up. I was only there for a little while, for 3 months. But I picked that up here in Newton, Iowa at the Goodwill for $8. Now, I did get a new fire kit from the state fair. I am planning on going back on Saturday with Jenny because there were some things there I wanted to pick up, which isn't to include because the person I normally get my flint from is no longer alive. He passed away last year, but there's another vendor selling flint arrowheads for $5 a piece, which is not a bad deal. So I'm going to pick up a couple more of these so I can have them because I want one. Nope. I am on workman's comp. Strictly, they pay me so much every week. I'm actually making more money now than I was before. Hey, Cecilia. Jenny's right here, folks. Say hi to Jenny. Okay, I know my computer looks a little grainy for some reason. Let me check something. I'll be right back. Yeah, I've got some updates that if I disappear later, it's because I have to reboot my computer for reinstall. So, but I'll hear. So, there's a little grainy. I apologize. It's not normal, but I am going to get that taken care of. But for folks, I am not unemployed. I am just on workman's comp due to my knee injury. I am still officially employed with my company just till I get my surgery done. They are going to try to get me done in a different facility other than Des Moines, probably Iowa City. We're going to have to wait and see. I have not heard back yet. Cecilia says hi.
What?
Cecilia says hi.
Hi, Cecilia.
Jeep's here, so we can say hi to Jeep. Hi, long time no see, Jeep. What's new? How you doing? Glad you could make it. Now, the third and final item, which I'll go over everything again if anybody's interested. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to start from the beginning, and I will go through it all one more time. I am picking up one more item from a couple more items from the state fair because they do have a rendezvous encampment there, which has got some really, really good deals. And one of the items that I picked up, I'll show you this first.
Okay. Rest of yours.
I'll put that in the fridge.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of explaining things. Okay, because the gentleman that I normally buy flint from passed away after the fair last year. Probably, I think, either December or January. So I had to go buy one of these, which is like $5. This is flint. It's a really good one. I've tested it. It works. Jenny saw this and she says, I like it. Can I keep it? I couldn't say no. So I decided to make her own kit, which I did, and picked up a new kit to give away in a future time, which has its own setup and flint and everything else and a bunch of tinder. So that will be given away at a future event. I've gone through those kind of things before. This one just in a new heavy-duty big tin compared to the last ones I've had. Now, this was the flint the steel that came into it originally. Jenny liked this one better than the other one, so this is what's going in her kit. But she's going to be wearing this instead of putting in the kit. She's going to be wearing this, sort of like what I do with mine here. Okay, I will be probably disappearing in a little bit once my install comes up. Now, another things that I picked up, which is today actually, was not trying to, is my military bivy sleeping bag. Now, this bag, the bivy, and the sleeping bag, $8 for everything. Hey, KH, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Now, this one here, I was not looking for. This is what I just happened to spot out of the corner of my eye at the Goodwill today, and $8. No scuffs, no cup, nothing. I don't have a winter sleeping bag, but now I do. So that will be tested, hopefully, maybe this winter if I'm lucky. And Jenny doesn't think I'm crazy, which she probably does.
Think you're crazy.
Yeah. Now, the last item I have to get my knife out for this, is this item here. This is, I got this one from AliExpress, actually, from China. So we're going to have to open this up in a second. I just got to get my knife out so I can do that. So please forgive me here. I got to get my knife out of my pocket here. Yes, that's true. That's what she says anyway. If I'm crazy and she loves me, what does that make her? So here we go, folks. I haven't even looked at these yet. I got these this afternoon about 1:30 or so. And I can't tell you what it felt like not open this up and just tearing into it. No, I haven't ordered new ones of these in a while. So I have not even. Okay. This is a military bivy bag. It is the digital camo. The bivy itself, let me open it up here. Where's the other snap up? There's the other snap. I don't have it all put together because I just wanted to show you guys this. That's why you can see it all. The bivy itself is the digital camo, as you can see. See, digital camo. I've never been a fan of it, but it's there. There's no tears, rips. It's not dirty. It's in really great condition. And the additional sleeping bag itself, this one, I've checked this thing. This thing's bigger than I am, which is saying something. And it is really, really comfy. I have not slept in it. I mean, literally, it's in really great condition. Same condition as the bevy shell. It is really, really, really awesome. And then there's the compression sack that also came in too. Now, I paid only $8 for that bag. According to, I think it's probably around $150 to $200 for all that. But I paid $8 at a Goodwill here in Newton. I would have went to the thrift shop, but they're closed on Tuesdays. So there's that. This is the flint that I picked up that was supposed to be with the new kit because I needed some extra flint. And this is the necklace that we picked up for that. Really good condition. Yes, it does spark. I've tested it. And this is the steel that came with the kit as well. I did file down the edge here to give it a little bit more easier to throw a spark. But other than that, that's all I did with it. It's a nice thing. This is not coming with the giveaway one. I swapped out this one for the AliExpress one I got, which is actually filed down and working really good now as well. I've tested them both. So this is going in for, this is for Jenny's kit. She wants me to teach her later. Now, the kit that I'll be giving away later will be including the AliExpress striker, the stone that came with it, and I did purchase an extra thing of char cloth to go with her kit as well as this kit as well as mine, and it comes. Oh my gosh, so much of this material. Look, there's still a ton of it in there. I don't know what it is. It's either cotton batten or something, but it is heavy duty material. Like I said, I added some more char cloth to this kit. This kit comes as is. We'll have to wait and see. I was going to give that kit, that striker to Rob Cornfed because since his got stolen, but he bought another one. So there's that. This is the winter bag, not the patrol bag. Sorry, Cecilia. Now, I've got this. This is opened. I have not pulled anything out yet. Ooh, this is actually kind of nice. Give me a second here, folks. Ooh, this is actually really nice. Okay. Actually, it comes with got a piece of paper here. I have not opened this up yet, so I have no idea what it says. Oh, this is thank you. And little critique thing on the back. And here's what I picked up. Some new arrows. I have not shot any of these from thing. I have not ordered any arrows off of AliExpress before. I have ordered bows, but not arrows. Now, they're the bullet head style points. I can't tell you the spine weight on. They're supposed to be up to 60 pounds, which I plan on using with my Samick Sage. But it does have the 5-inch shield cut feather fletching with an index knock right there. Like I said, I have not tried this kind of points. Looks like there's a little bit of crimping on there. I'm not sure if you can see that little indentation right there. So I can't tell you what kind of glue is holding on to it. But I would have to get these spine checked to verify the exact weight because trying to verify draw weight is supposed to be about 60 pounds. So it is a 11/32 shaft. I'm very familiar with the size of the shaft. That's what I usually shoot. Not a big fan of yellow, but it'll work. But I got 6 of these for $16 and some change. They got through customs in just a little over a day in Chicago, but it took I ordered them back in. See, when did I order these? I have to double check. Okay, I ordered these originally July 29th. And it took just a little over, just about 2 weeks to get these. So that's not bad considering they're coming from China. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the points, but they did tie down the fletching in the front, which is nice and tight. Not separated off the shaft or anything like that. Whoever fletched them, they did a really decent job. Knocks lined up. So yeah, until I shoot them, I can't guarantee what they're going to feel like, but they're really, really nice. They're between 28 and 29 inches long. So there we go. That was the third and final item that I picked up. I am, but this one here, these were on sale. I'm trying to find the shabs that I need, Cecilia. I've got the knocks. I've got the fletching. I just don't have the shabs. That's my biggest issue. And finding the right shabs I need for my arrows is hard. Now, the only thing I have some tips, but not the ones that I want, because I like using 125 grain tips for the field points, but I don't have any extra like broadheads that I could use for that, or the adapters that could allow me to use the screw-on points, which you can still do for traditional arrows. That way you can swap them out, the tips, but I don't have the proper shafts yet. Because I mean, I could do a sealed simple shaft like this, which is actually not bad. Yeah. Now, would I hunt with this one? I'd probably swap the point out for that. Possibly. If they shoot well. I'll have to test them later. But they're pretty decent. Let me see. What did I do with... Give me a second here. I'm looking for one item here. I just had it yesterday. What did I do with it? Oh, crap. I'm not sure where it went to. I had my tape measure right here. I was going to use it and had it all set up and everything. Oh, crap. I'll have to get back to you on the actual measurements because I was going to measure these to make sure they're all the right size. But other than that, that's what I've got right now. So what do you guys think? I mean, I think the striker is really cool. They do have more kits of these. These are running about $20 a piece at the state fair in kits like this. They do have smaller kits. I chose the bigger of the two because I really like the setup of these. The only thing I did do is swap out the striker to the one from AliExpress, which was one I paid $1 for. But this one has a lot of tinder material, and it weighs quite a bit, actually, probably about a pound, give or take. But this one here is this other kit that, since Jenny liked this one, is going into this Altoids tin for Jenny. But that's what I've got today. I mean, I wasn't planning on buying the Bivy sleeping bag, but because I wasn't looking for one. It just sort of popped in. I've been finding a lot of winter items lately, so I kind of take those as a sign that something's coming up. So we're going to have to wait and see. But I do like the arrows. They're actually in pretty decent shape. Hey, love. Jenny's checking them out right now.
Nice.
They're in pretty good shape considering.
Yeah,
I'm a little leery about the tip, mind you, but
that's pretty big.
yeah. Well, I've got big ones too, but that's crimped a little bit, as you can see that little indentation on there.
Yep.
But I've got to find my tape measure.
Mm-hmm.
I know I dropped it. I just got to figure out where I put it. I had it on my table here yesterday even. So I'm going to have to figure out where I put it. I might have put them down here beside my chair. I was using it to measure my leg on something. So I'll have to wait and see. So I was measuring my my knee brace.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it right here, so I'm not sure what I did with it. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, I do plan on picking up some more stuff on Friday, but that's on Friday. No, sorry, is it Saturday?
We're going Saturday.
We're going again Saturday. One of the last 2 days of the fair. The fair ends Sunday. So we're going to go back. I got a couple things that I want to pick up for me. Some stuff for Jenny's going to pick up some stuff she saw herself, I'm sure.
Oh,
Maybe. But that's what I've got. So what do you guys think? Questions? I'll give you as much answers as I know. Those are like 5-inch feather fletchings. Shield cut, which I like. They're actually got index knocks, which are nice. I like those kind. That way, when you reach back and grab, you know where the cock feather is right there. Now, how well they shoot remains to be seen. I am going to be setting up a archery target proper, not my deer target, mind you, within the next week or so. I have some plans. These came from AliExpress. They were 16. Give me a second here. $16.99. I'll show you guys here. Give me a second here. So, like I said, I got these for $16.99 for 6. I could have bought them by the 12, but I didn't know if I wanted to spend that much money right now. I mean, $32 for 12 is not bad, actually. It's really decent price. But it did take about 2 weeks for it to get here because they had to go through customs, both Chinese as well as American. But once it got through customs, it was like in and out really quick. But if I do, I might pick up some more just to see what these are. I mean, they're showing 2 different types of arrowheads here. These right here look a little different than the ones here. This is like I've got here, but those are like the ones I normally shoot right there. So I have to wait and see. I got 6 of these, and they came in that holder right here. Oops, sorry. Let me put this, stop sharing this one here. Yeah, it came in the holder right here. I have not tested them or anything like that. I just literally just pulled them out of the box on live here. So but there it is. There's the second one. Now, I'll probably do a review on these later. See how well they shoot. But the price is really decent. Like I said, if it goes well, I might buy some more on the deal. So now, if you guys want the link, I can give you the link. That way you guys can check it out yourself. The link's right here. That's the link to where I got them. So you guys can check it out yourself. They're not bad. I haven't tried them yet. Like I say, the proof is in the pudding, as the saying goes, and I will do my best to test them out. I'll be using my takedown recurve for that one. I will not be using my longbow on those because I don't think they're going to be strong enough for my 74-pound longbow, but they are going to be used with probably my survival longbow, which is 55 pounds, as well as my Samick Sage. Now, I do have a couple other bows I could possibly use. Ian's got another bow that he picked up at the flea market last weekend for $5, which he wants me to put a new serving string on, which I can probably test it out on that. Because with that bow as well, because it's running about 40, 45 on that one. So we're going to have to wait and see. Now, what do you guys think? No, this is the char cloth that it came in. I'm not sure what material they used. I got this one at the Mountain Man encampment. It came for $1 a bag, not a little bag, but a decent sized bag, about that big, full of char cloth. I mean, stuffed. And I had enough to put into 3 different containers. Some in here, some in that one there. It did come with some, but I just gave it some more, and the rest were in my gear, which I was out. So yeah, I could do a test run on this one here in a bit if anybody's interested. I'm sorry if I'm boring people. I apologize that I am not witty or challenge, whatever, charming or whatever. I'm doing the best I can. And my voice is a little bit going. My picture is a little grainy because I do have to do a reboot. So I will be right back. Please forgive me. I will no starting fires in the house, but I will be right back. Okay, folks, sorry about that. I just had to get myself rebooted here. Hopefully, it's not going to be as grainy. For some reason, it's really grainy today, which is not normal. So if you're here, I'm back. So we're going to have to wait and see. I don't know how well people are going to see. I'm going to do a reboot on there, see what kind of. I got surveymonkey.com as one of my deals, and Ascension ggplayfree.com, which was Twisted Dragons. So that's the videos that I've got today. Hopefully it's not too bad. Got 32 seconds more to go on that one. Cecilia, I'm back, so please let me know how I'm doing. I mean, I'm not sure why I'm looking so grainy, but I am. I checked my stuff. I don't have anything to update. Nothing else is on the system except me. Jenny's on her phone. Now, hopefully, it won't take too long for it to get back to being what it was. Now, I could try this, see if this works better. See if the changing of the lights changes anything. A little bit better. So that does change a little bit, but not by much. I'm going to check something on my settings here. See if my camera settings will. Let's check my definitions here. If I go down to. That didn't help anything at all. I'm still looking a little grainy. I can see it right here in my deal here. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm hoping that someone will be popping in pretty soon because it's almost 8 o'clock. I'm not sure because usually Jason's here shortly, so who knows. Hope things are going well with everybody. I do have one more item that I'm expecting to hear back from AliExpress, but that's an item for Jenny, but was still going. So I'm hoping that my settings will get a little better here shortly. I'm not sure what the deal is, what's going on. So let's hear what people have to say. What's up? Are you here? Let me see. I got to do this one. Let's put this one. Yeah, let's do that one. Hopefully, sorry about the hair being a little messed up. I am trying to get my settings to look a little bit better. I am not sure what's the deal yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah, you like this, which is kind of weird for me. So that's why I usually just go with my what I got. But this is what I've got, folks. I've got the new arrows, the new a new flint and steel kit, as well as the new Bibby sleeping bag, which is the digital camo version. Now, this is, like I said, a really, really good condition. I don't see any issues with any of this. Like I said, this is in like new condition. So better than a condition that I could normally get somewhere else. So you guys let me know what you think. Let me know. Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose, as the saying goes. No, it's not coffee. That's actually Pepsi, folks. But yeah. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We can get more talking more about these kind of things in the near future. And maybe you'll actually be able to see this a little bit better. I didn't really get a chance to really show the details on this thing. This thing is just a pristine, really pretty. And yeah, it's a little bit of translucent. You guys can see, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, you can see a little translucency there. And it does spark really, really, really well. I will test this one out for you here in a second here. Like I said, I did file this down a little bit. As you can see, good sparks. I did not try it with anything yet, but I will try it with the new char cloth. See that it'll see how well that works. Let's try the other side. That was not working so hot. I haven't really tried a lot of this thing yet, but I'm working on it. New char cloth. I didn't make this one, so try to check the condition. There we go. I got it going, as you can see. Takes a little practice. I'm gonna let that go. I've got plenty, so I got extra, so that's what I used. This is this striker that came with the kit originally, but Jenny got it going here. But this here has got some really good heat coming from this piece of char cloth. This is an identical piece from the same kit. So that's the kind of char cloth we got here. And it is burning really quite well, as you can see. But using just a simple arrowhead necklace and a striker, I'm able to get a good fire going really quickly. And that's more than enough fire starting material to get me quite a few fires without using matches. Now, everybody has their personal preferences. I personally like flint and steel. That's my preference, because I carry one of these. I've got 3 within that much distance. I can't tell you how many ferro rods I have in that same amount of distance. Because I mean, the last time I checked, I had 14 ferro rods. I didn't mean to collect that many. I just sort of acquired them. But yeah, but this right here, simple arrowhead necklace, I picked up for $5 at the Iowa State Fair, along with a set of, char cloth and this tin right here. And like I said, this is the original steel that came with that kit, but I just swapped it out for the Temu one. It worked out amazingly well. This is it, all completely consumed. Now, the other kit that I had, the original one that I picked up from AliExpress for $1, is a machine-made version compared to the version I just showed you, which is the handmade one. This one here is blacksmith style, as you can see, completely different style. Similar, but different. As you can see, this one here has got the fully enclosed circles at the top. Now, you could either do it this way or this way, your choice on the charcloth striking method. Now, I do mine backwards. So hopefully, for those people who do this one, they practice with it in order to get a decent set of sparks. And don't forget, because not just practice, but setting up your gear ahead of schedule to practice with it. Is a big thing, because if you don't practice with it, you won't get good at it. Hey, Molly, glad you can make it. I'll be showing you guys off what I picked up and got in the mail and all that stuff in a second here. Let me finish up what I've been doing, and I'll get right back to you. Hopefully this will work. I haven't tried this one yet. Man, this one does not want to. One moment. Technical difficulties. There we go. Repositioning. There we go. Got it. Yeah, this one here with the machine made one. There's a little practice. Now, this is the arrowhead necklace that was picked up at the Iowa State Fair because my normal Flint's dealer is passed away. So I had to purchase something, an alternative method. Glad you can make it, Jason. Links at the top of the chat. Please come on up. Now, the kit I initially purchased from the State Fair this year is this one here. It came with this stone here. And while it does strike, as you can see, little sparks there. This is the AliExpress one. You can see that sparks really well with that as well. But this one here is actually going into that kit because Jenny liked this one. And it comes with plenty of tinder and char cloth, as you can see. Look how thick that is. And I'll be doing it as a future giveaway. Not right now, but it will be in the future. We'll be coming with all this. So the char cloth I purchased separately in a separate bag for $1 piece. Might pick up a couple more just because it's really good char cloth, and I don't have to make it. But that one piece that I just started with the AliExpress one is still going. Yes, I got a thing down here. It's catching it, so don't worry about it. Things catching any fire or anything like that. So it's holding an ember really, really well. Now, I am not sure what material this is. It doesn't feel like it feels like cotton to me. It feels like cotton. I'm not sure how well it would catch or not because I haven't tested it. But I do know that the char itself is in really good condition. It works really extremely well with no issues whatsoever. This is the first one I did what's left of the one initially with the one I got from the state fair, and the one from AliExpress, which also sparked really well with that stone that came with that kit, is in there. So that's the bigger kit. This little kit is actually Jenny's, and I'm just waiting for it to finish the amber to go out before I do anything. Now, the necklace came separate because they didn't have any proper extra flint. So I purchased this separately for $5 because it's a really good, it does work. So it's a nice little piece of flint. And the other one just came with the kit. So there's that. These I'll discuss more when Jason comes up. Excuse me. I do have 6 arrows that I acquired today. I also got some other things, but they're not what you're normally issued things that, people talk about on here. I did pick up a lanyard from the Air Force. Oh. Yeah. We stopped by the Air Force.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight?
How you doing, sir? Glad you can make it.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if you were going to come on tonight.
We were next door.
Ah. Well, glad you can make it, though.
Yep. I got a lot of work done tomorrow. I'm sucking up water and coffee.
Well, I got 3 things to show off. 2 I picked up on Sunday at the state fair. We're planning on going back on Saturday. And the kit is this flint steel kit is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Look how thick that is.
Yeah, it looks like a candy box or something.
It's a ready-made kit. It's been the way it came, brand new. And they stuffed it. Well, this is the AliExpress steel, because the original steel that came with it, this one, Jenny fell in love with. So
Does it work?
Yes, I've checked both. I did have to use my file on both to give them a little bit of a head start to surface them properly. But once they were seasoned, I guess you want to call it, they started sparking regularly, really well. It just needed a little scuffing, I guess.
Yeah, it probably need to be cleaned off all the oils and stuff off of it.
Correct. As you can see, it's fairly done now on that one.
Well, it's like when you get a brand new ferrule rod, you got to scrape off the paint.
Yeah, this is the one I got from the AliExpress. This is the machine-made one. This is the hand-forged one. Now, everybody has their preferences and stuff like that, but this one did spark really well with the stone that came with the new kit, with this right here.
That chert, or is that flint?
This one here is flint.
At least they gave you a big chunk.
Oh, yeah. And it does spark really well. I've checked them on both.
Well, yeah, I was watching before it came on.
Yeah, so it sparks really well. Now that's the machine-made one. I had to, like I said, use a file on these to get them a little bit more. And I did test both of them with the char cloth I picked up. Yes, I know I could have made my own, but for
That's
a buck,
a process to make.
Huh?
Making a char cloth is a process.
Yeah, when you have time to make char cloth, yeah. For a bag of char cloth about that big, by that big, a buck is easy. I'll take that all day long. And they're not small pieces either. They're big pieces.
Oh, well.
So I'm not going to turn that down either. But the thing is, I'm not sure.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got it. I'll buy that for $1.
Thank you for that reference.
Yes.
Little RoboCop reference there, folks, if you guys didn't know it. But the new, the hand forged one is going in Jenny's kit for her, but she's not getting a regular flint like this piece here. she's
Yeah.
getting the necklace. She fell in love with the necklace.
Ah,
So I can't really say no. So I'm putting the machine made one in the new kit with the extra. I put extra char cloth in there, but I did take some of the batten material, whatever they used in here, and put it in her kit because this thing has got a lot of stuff and it weighs quite a bit, between a half a pound and a pound for that. And I just put hers in a simple Altoids tin.
it's mine now.
Now, the second item I picked up,
Okay.
not what came in the mail, but what I picked up I picked up today at the Goodwill.
Okay, that's better.
I got a military bivvy.
Another one?
This one here is I actually don't own a bivvy, surprisingly enough. And the thing is, I paid $8 for this. It's got the gray standard intermediate winter bag. It's a winter sleeping bag.
I need a reminder. I need to talk to Mandy about her electric fence.
Okay. I got this is the digital camo bivvy part. This is actually in the best condition I've ever seen outside of getting it from the supply sergeant myself. You know? And this is better than new.
Really?
And I only paid $8 for it.
Well, what's the year on it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, if it is truly military surplus, it will have a year on it.
Well, let me see. Let me pull the bag out because it's on the bottom of the bag. Okay. It's got the material number. It doesn't have it's got all the stuff on it, but I can't tell you what it is.
Yeah, because usually they have a date on it, don't they?
They have the NSN number. It's a modular cold weather. Well, I got it on my phone. I could show it to you because I took a picture of it because I was.
I believe you.
No, for you could read it is what I'm going to do it for.
Oh, so you can read it.
Well, I can read it too, but.
Yeah, because I thought they usually put a date on the military stuff.
Nope. These are all the things underneath it is all the instructions for cleaning it and everything else in use. And there's not a stitch out of place. There's not a scuff. There's no dirt, no grime, nothing.
Wow.
And this is like new or new.
Yeah, it is.
So it's over, and I paid only $8 for it. Now, Ian, who heard that I had one, goes, "Dad, I want it." He goes, "It's mine. You can't have it. No going and grabbing it, saying mine, and walking off with it either." He goes, "Damn." But so this is. I've noticed something, Jason, that I'm not sure if you would consider a omen or not, because I've been finding a lot of winter-related items slowly acquiring that I don't normally have.
Okay.
None of my gear is cold weather rated, except for this and the other item I picked up recently.
Oh, sounds like a cold weather challenge coming up this winter.
That sounds like it. Between the snowshoes. Who gets snowshoes in July?
You do?
Brand new ones, no less.
You do?
Apparently I do. Who gets a winter military grade sleeping bag in August?
In the dog days of summer?
Exactly. And don't forget that my Light Fighter 1 with the right liner could be a 4-season freaking tent. All it needs is the liner, which is like $175 to make it a 4-season tent. And Ian set it up last weekend over at Lake Belvedere, and that thing is freaking huge. And all it needs is you got the shell, then you put and then if you get the liner for it, that goes over the shell, then you put the rain cover over that, and that makes it a 4-season tent. apparently. And that thing is a 2-person tent, even though it says it's made for 1 person. Because I've never seen a military tent that big. It's bigger than my French Army Commando tent, and it has only like 2 poles, 2 or 3. It pops everything. 1 pole's all connected. Just pops out, connects, and it's done.
Yeah,
and that's 2 military items within less than a year. And I'm trying to figure out why they're coming up. It seems like something's coming. So, like you said, could be a winter challenge.
could be. Well, anyways, we filled out our application today for the campsite for October.
And
We'll know here in about 2 weeks.
Why 2 weeks?
Because there's a lot of applications.
Yeah. How far out can you actually put it in for?
The vacation time?
No. I'm at the spot.
The spot. Well, no, the spot is for that weekend only.
Oh, okay.
For the trunk or treat for the Halloween.
Right.
Yeah.
So where's that located at?
At Martin Dice Junior State Park. Right. 11 miles away.
Oh, okay. So you're local. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do local.
So you're going to give candy away?
Our little local areas.
Are you giving candy away yourself, or what?
Oh yeah.
What you got any plans on the candy?
Not until we get approval or anything else. We're gonna find out. We don't know yet until then.
Without buying anything, you can still plan.
Oh yes, we're still gonna be planning.
You have a game plan. I mean, to me, when I do trick or treat here, I plan on what kind of stuff to give away.
Oh yeah.
For 2 reasons. One of the reasons is you buy if no one shows up.
Oh yeah.
Because if you got something left over, you're going to make sure you eat stuff that you're going to be able to eat.
Oh no, like I said, we're gonna find out. Hopefully we have some candy left over, but
no, if not, okay. Like I said, you plan as if.
Yeah,
that's part of the plan. If not, always plan also the bigger ones, because kids love the bigger items. Because, large, full size things of M&Ms, not the little teeny snack packs, but the big.
But Capri Suns were a hit. Capri Suns, yeah. I don't want to give up Capri Suns. I'm not happy with Capri Suns since we found mold in one of them.
What about those? You guys get those jugs down there?
Yeah, we got the jugs. Yeah,
the juice jugs.
They're called hugs.
Yeah, they call them here too.
The little barrels.
Yeah, that's what I've always called them, the juice jugs, because that's what they used to be called originally back in the day.
Yeah, like I said,
they're just the hugs.
Yeah, we just can't do the full size candy bars because that would cost us a fortune.
Oh, well, I'm sure. But I was thinking like the hugs would be cool because little juice jugs. Those are always good. I mean, they're cheaper than the Sunkist packs and all that juice deals, but they're the same thing. But that kind of thing. Make sure they have straws and stuff like that. I knew somebody who used to do toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Only time I would do that would if you're doing like something like taffy or something like that in conjunction too, because if your teeth are all sticky, you're going to need something. Because Laffy Taffy and stuff like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I said, we don't know what to expect. We don't know how many people are going to be showing up. We just don't know.
You could also look at previous years because someone's probably recorded
one.
There's only been one.
Mm-hmm. That was last year.
Well, then there's probably a recording of somebody doing it somewhere.
Oh yeah.
You can see what went well, what didn't go well.
Yeah, we'll talk to the ranger who's in charge of it. Ranger Katie, of all names. It's kind of funny.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's a family name.
Oh yeah.
So she's family now, isn't she?
No, we don't. We have never met her.
I understand. I'm just having fun. Okay. You saw the fire starters. You saw the necklace. You saw the bivvy. Here's the last item that I picked. I ordered this 2 weeks ago on the 29th. It just got here today.
Arrows or the fletchings?
The whole thing. But they're not my normal tips. These are actually a little crimped on there. You can see a little dimple right there.
Instead of glued on?
They might be still glued. I don't know. I do have extra tips. though. I need to order more of my kind, the regular field points. These are the bullet point target points.
Yeah.
Not my favorite kind, but they're better than some of the ones I've worked with.
Yeah.
It is 11/32 shabs. They're really decent shaped. They're wrapped really well. And there's no voids in the glue along the fletchings or anything like that. It's nice straight
Now,
fletching.
what type of wood is it?
I am assuming pine, not cedar. I've got the website where I got it out of, and it just says wooden.
It just said when there. I was not saying what it is. It could
Yeah.
be just cheap pine dowel.
It could be.
Yeah.
It just says shaft material, wooden.
Yeah.
But-
It doesn't say what kind of wood.
It doesn't say.
What's the
But
smell?
Without breaking it and smelling it, I can't tell.
Scratch a sniff.
No, because these are actually sealed.
No. By the knock.
No, I can't. It's all sealed.
Oh,
I
so
don't
the whole piece of wood is sealed.
The whole thing is, yeah.
Oh wow.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I get that in there.
I won't be able to tell just by looking.
No. I mean, you can see the sheen on it.
Yeah, it's pretty white, so it might.
But it's not stained. That's the only thing that's different than most. I mean, I don't mind it. It's really straight. I've already checked the straightness for it. Now the stiffness is pretty decent. Without having a spine tester to actually spine test these, I can't tell you exactly what they're weighted for. But I am going to test these with my my Semic Sage, as well as Ian's new 45-pound recurve he just picked up, and my survival bow from my truck.
Yeah, just set up the camera, start slow, and go back
I've
slow.
only got 6 of these. If they turn out really decent, I might order the 12 set.
Yeah,
which is like 32
What I'm saying is, have the camera in front of you, and you shoot past the camera with your smaller bows until you work your way up, and you'll find out where you start getting that paradox.
Yeah. The smallest bow I've got right now, I've got some really small bows, but I'm not sure if I have the
Hello,
strings
Blake.
for all of them. Hey, Blake.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you don't want to, go out there with your 75-pound bow and
No. That's the one thing I'm not testing these on because one of the things that does say on the site that I looked at is that they go up to let's see here. I'm trying to get the pictures here. Give me a second here. Let's see if I can go down here and get. Let's see if I'm trying to find out. They had information on this, and I can't remember where I saw it. They said the draw weight is between 30 and 59 pounds.
Okay.
So the best I can do in between that is a 55-pounder. Top rate, go down. Ian's is rated between 40 and 45. I do need to reserve that one because our serving string's coming undone on his. Otherwise, the string's really good condition. The bow is in decent shape. So he wants to test that one. But I'm going to borrow it first because even though it is right-handed, I can still shoot it to give it some test shots with these arrows.
Now you got markers, right?
Yeah, I got markers. Why?
Yeah. So you can put a dot on them towards the fletching so you know which category to put them in because they're not all going to be the same.
Oh, no. I mean, that's why I need to get I'm probably going to have to break down and buy myself a spine tester.
No, not just a spine tester because every arrow is going to fly different. You want to try and keep them grouped together.
Oh, I don't have enough arrows for that. I mean, if I had a whole 100 shafts to go through and do all that stuff, then I could do that. But with only 6, it's going to be kind of tough to do, especially if something doesn't break in that time too. Because I mean, I don't expect these to be high end, not in the slightest. For $16 for 6, I mean, literally $2 a piece, if I'm lucky. Yeah. So these are not high end arrows. I mean, the tips alone are questionable at best.
Yeah.
But the shabs seem to be in really good shape. There's not even any blemishes on the wood, which usually I have seen high-end ones have where knots in the wood, you'd see some, discolorations and stuff like that. These I have not seen anything on those yet, but I've only pulled off 2 so far.
Yeah.
Because it came in a simple box, in this little setup, and it did say that's the length,
Okay.
which is my draw length is about 28 inches anyway. So I have shot everything from 33 all the way down to 28. I don't shoot any smaller than that because my draw length is not that short. But it'll give me some stuff to do because I do like to shoot. But I will be testing these out over the weekend, probably on Sunday. I do like the fact that they have index nocks. The little index right there. I'm a big fan of those. I am not really big fan of the Hawkeye colors, but because I'm not a black and gold fan. But for those who are,
Army,
huh?
You were Army.
Yes, I know.
Golden Knights.
Never paid attention to them.
There you go. Black and gold is their color.
Yeah. I'm not a football fan. I'm an archer, not a. But yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Army Golden Knights. That is their color.
I've never paid attention to them, to be honest.
Really? The parachute team, they're awesome.
Never have. Even during the Army-Navy games, I pretty much ignored everything. Even when I was in, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But they're really, really well made. I like the wraps as well. Really tightly wrapped.
Yeah, just like wrapping up a fishing pole.
Yep. And whoever did it did a really, really good job on the fletching. I really like the 5-inch feather fletching. And it's really...
Where'd you get those from?
AliExpress.
Oh.
I put the link in the chat, by the way.
Made in China.
Yes, made in China. Well, thing is, I mean, people have been saying, talking Temu. But I thought to go a little in a different direction on these and go with AliExpress because these were only 16. What was the price again?
Now, over the 10 years, the Chinese have been putting out a lot more quality stuff lately.
$16.99 for just 6.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. And I did have to pay like $21 with shipping, but still, I ordered them on the 29th of July. I got them today. Now, you can order 6, 12, and 24 of these. So if these turn out decent, I might order the 12 to see how they turn out.
Yeah.
Now, if that even works out, I might go up to the thing is, the ones for if you order 12, give me a second here.
I mean, the best value will probably be the 24.
Probably. They have them.
Yeah.
For 12 of them, there's $32.29 for 12.
Yeah, so it's the same price.
That's still cheaper than a regular dozen arrows.
Yeah. Well, how much is the 24?
This one doesn't show the 24.
Oh,
on
okay.
this one.
Now, does
There's
it stay the same, right?
Yeah, I think so. I have to double check real quick. I'm gonna do a quick search on the website for arrows and see what it says. Let me move these, put the steel stuff out of my way. Okay. One of the things I was looking for when I looked for these, I was looking for the ones that actually had knocks on them. Because I don't like shooting self-knocked arrows. I'm not a fan.
Excuse me.
Okay? So I don't... Okay. This one here is a little different. The ones that has the 24, they go $16.98 for that one, which is actually a little bit cheaper. It's a penny cheaper. They do have the bullet point ones. $29.69 for 2 for a full dozen.
Mm-hmm.
And for 24, $58.49. Which is their running shipping is around about $3.16.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Now, if you're doing some practice arrows, trying to get things going, I mean, they're not what you call super high end. But if you're still getting started, you need some practice, and you have a little time.
Yeah, the muscle memory.
Just to get the practice in, these are going to get you going. Also, getting used to everybody's saying, "Oh, buy aluminum, buy carbon, whatever." The thing is, either one of those, you damage any one of those, you're done. Your arrow is shot. You can literally, not figuratively, cannot be used anymore.
Yeah, same thing with the wooden ones.
Wooden ones are actually easier to repair.
Well,
You can
not
repair
if you,
these.
not if you get a split in it or something like that. No.
Well, if you break a tip off, you can shorten it a little bit and still shoot it. Okay, you can't do that with a bent aluminum arrow.
No.
You can't do that with a shattered carbon arrow, or even a fiberglass arrow, because once they're done, they're done. But that's why I like about wood. It's also very forgiving compared to those other ones. I've seen wood arrows hit trees and just bounce off. But that's my personal preference, my experience. And I've used heavier arrows than most. I've hit those new shafts I got a couple years ago at the Deer Classic. I shattered one of those things by accidentally hitting it into a wood frame of a target. Shattered it. Where a wood arrow just stuck into it. We just pulled off the tip. The tip came off. Then I ended up having to use my pliers to pull the tip off.
Yeah.
But the arrow was fine. Just the tip needed replaced. And that's, to me, that's a money cost savings. Because I could, instead of having to repair and replace a whole new arrow, I just replace the tip. So if you guys want the link to that other one, I do have it right here for the 24.
I got nothing to use them with, so.
You got a bow.
Yeah, I can't use those arrows on my bow. They would shatter as soon as I shot it.
Sorry about the big link there, folks. That first link still should work. Yeah, that first one does. You can choose from 6 pieces all the way up to 24, and it's still really inexpensive for the price. But like I said, I'm going to probably test out the 12 ones after these to see how they work. And like you said, I probably would mark which ones work better with which bow, but it's going to take some time. That's a lot of shooting.
Yeah, you have to shoot them first. Like I said, that's where the camera comes in. If you shoot at a high frame rate, watch it back.
I can't choose frame rates on my cameras.
Not even on your.
Not like GoPro.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You should be able to.
Let me check, because I've got it. Mine is a
I don't know what. You want to go to bed?
okay. It can record video at 4K 30, 44, 40, P60, and 1080 P60.
No, that's going to be your sharpness. How many pixels?
It does have a 2x slow motion option.
There you go. That's the one that you want to use.
So I have to use my slow motion feature with each one.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would know if it's too high by depending on which way it bends.
Yeah.
I'll be using Archer's Paradox to judge on that one.
But like I said, your camera is going to catch more than what you're going to see in flight.
Oh no. With a lot, because I have a lot of practice in my shooting, I could see it automatically. Because you'll know which way it fishtails. If it fishtails one up and down, it's too light or too heavy or whatever. And then if it goes left or right, you can tell.
Yeah.
And if it flies straight on the button and hits where I want to hit, then I'm not going to worry about it, because that's, I am going to do full draws on each one. I'll probably start off with Ian's 40-45, because these are 11/32 arrows, which is the size I normally shoot.
Yeah. So basically what you need to do is get a couple of different magic markers, and you need a dope book.
A what?
A dope book. That's what we use for ballistics. So
I'll just use my normal book I've got for marking
it's
stuff.
something you won't have to. You put that colored ring around the nock, so you look in the book, and then it tells you, okay, it's for this bow.
I can use rubber bands for that.
Yeah, rubber bands come off.
Not well. These are small hair bands, like really like that big around. I use them on my hair. They're used for when you braid hair, since you don't have any. It's kind of hard to do, but you might be able to do it in your beard though. But I don't want to mark on these at all, to be honest, because I mean, yes, they're test ones, but if they do work, I'm going to switch out the tips into proper field points or even broadheads, depending on the case, because that's going to be a whole separate ball game due to weight. Because I don't have a scale small enough to weigh tips. So I don't know what the grain weight of each of these are.
Harbor Freight.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend extra cash right now.
It's $15.
Now, here's the thing. I mean, do I need to do that if I want to set up for making arrows? Yes, I do. Because there's things I still need. Like I still need the spine tester. Because just because I buy 100 shafts doesn't mean they're all spined the same. I'd have to test each one to make sure that these are the ones that are supposed to be in the same batch and all that crap.
Yeah.
That takes time. And I have to actually have a shop set up where I can put my arrows and do that. I've got to clear out a spot for that. I haven't done that yet. Once I do that, I start cranking out arrows once I know which spine is for which arrow, bow and stuff like that. Because I'm going to have to order special arrows, which are going to be the 23 64th in diameter shabs. Those are going to be for my 74-pound bow. That's my heavy arrow, my 100-pounders and stuff like that. So I'd rather set those. Those are going to be like my war shabs, which are going to be just for me. They're not for anybody else. Those are just for fun. Because I don't think you guys want to see any information about a 100-pound war bow, would you?
Nah. All right, here we go.
Hey, Huga. Thanks for coming. Got some new items in. I got some new arrows in. I just picked up from AliExpress of all places.
That scale is $13.
Okay. I plan on getting some, those. I do need to weigh the arrows and stuff like that because I have been watching other people do their stuff on that. And I have watched somebody do the spine testing thing before. My friend Tom, who owns Barefoot Traditions, I watched him do that once. So I get the gist of what he's doing.
There's that scale.
Okay, that's like the one that I saw that the guy who gets his stuff from Lancaster Archery. It's not bad.
No, it's actually they're really nice. Let's see if I can pull mine up.
Now you weigh yours for the grains on your tips of your pellet stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only thing I would do in mine is on my arrowheads. So I've got 3 different types of arrowheads that I use. Well, more if you want to count the medieval broadheads and stuff like that. But I got my solid broadheads, I got my mechanical broadheads, and I've got my field points, bullet points, and target points.
Yeah, and those will weigh up to 1,000 grams.
Okay.
Or
1
grams.
kilogram.
Yeah, one kilogram, yes. We go as low as grains.
Yeah. But generally, arrows are 100 grains.
No,
not grams, but grains.
Yeah, well, it measures grains too.
I know, it's just weird that, arrowheads are in grains, not grams, which is...
Yeah, mine are actually both, so...
Yeah. The field points on these are bullet points, target points. They are crimped, which I'm not really a big fan of, because as soon as a few good impacts, that's going to come loose, sure as anything.
Yeah,
I do have some 125 grain field points. Now, some people like lighter field points, some people like heavier. But since I shoot a heavier bow, I want my arrows as stiff as possible and heavy as possible because I want to be able to handle the shots for my groupings can be as small as I physically can make it at a distance.
Same thing with air guns.
Yeah, but the thing is, with air guns, your air pistol, your air rifle, whatever,
Yeah.
it's all in the machine.
No,
This one is all in me.
well, no, yeah.
My power comes from me. Huh?
Those things are hold sensitive, and if you change rounds,
Oh yeah, I know. I
Point
know
of
that some people. I watched a lot of people do the air rifle differences and stuff like that. With same thing with 22 rounds and stuff like that for regular rifles and stuff. That's why when I talk about there's 100 grain tips, 125 grain tips, even a little heavier.
oh yeah,
I run 125 on the heavier range because I shoot heavier than average hunting arrows because my bows are heavier than average.
it's all kinetic energy.
Yep. The more kinetic energy you have put down range, the better off your impacts are.
And so you might travel a little bit slower, but you'll hit harder.
When it does hit, it will know it.
Oh yeah.
Now, I've only used one mechanical broadhead in my entire lifetime, and I'm not a fan. I'm more of a fixed blade kind of guy. Now, there is something I was considering. Maybe you might know something about it, Jason. Have you heard about the adapter you could use for putting on wood arrows that allow you to use screw-in type heads?
Yeah, they make them.
Yeah, they just basically replace this with a adapter.
Yeah, it's just a little ferrule thing you put on there, and
Yeah, that'll increase the weight of your arrow, especially if you're using a heavier arrow like I usually use anyway. You're just going to make sure it's balanced. That's the only issue. I know, and it's easier to balance out carbon arrows and aluminum arrows than it is these. So you plan out way in advance if you're going to do something like that. I'm not planning on doing that. I'm going to stick with this old school because that's what I know.
and a little trick for everybody with the replaceable broadheads and arrow tips you can put on your arrows. A little dab of milk and magnesium when you put it on will keep it from vibrating off.
Really?
Yep.
Why is that?
Does it acts like Loctite?
Oh, you're talking about the mechanical ones.
No. When you put it on the threads, you put it on there.
Oh no, mines don't have threads.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting everybody know the ones that the changeable heads that you have for your arrows. A little bit of milk and magnesium will keep it from coming undone. It won't rattle. And just a little tiny bit. All you need is one drop.
Hey Scott,
Hey, Scott.
a 12-foot hole? Really? Like why? Why are you doing it tonight? Yeah, Scott and Blake and everybody else got a military bivvy today for
I need to
$8.
use the room.
Digital camo. There's the bivvy bag. All right, sorry. Here's the bivvy bag. That was the compression set. $8, practically new. Yeah, could not turn it down when I'm not sure if Jason would pass it by if he saw it brand new at a thrift store or not. I'm sure he'll tell me when he comes back. Tried to call you earlier, Scott, but you didn't answer. Well, I also picked up a new flint and steel set from the state fair. I picked up some extra char cloth to go in it. So this will be a future giveaway. It's not a giveaway item today, but it'll be in the future. I'll let you guys know when that's going to happen. I did pick up another flint steel, a steel anyway, from AliExpress, and I swapped it out for the one that came for the state fair for Jenny because Jenny liked it, and she's got this nice little piece of flint here to go with hers. She's going to wear as a necklace. She's going to learn how to do that eventually. Not right now because she didn't want to. No, I didn't. Let me check. It's not let me. Okay. Ooh. You found one. Is it left-handed? I am sitting, but you found one. Left-handed. I've been trying to find one forever. Because I so want to go bow fishing with you. Dude. Okay. I'm home now a lot, so yeah. Yes. Definitely yes. Double yes. Quadruple yes. Yes. I can give you your stuff too. I got your stuff, your stove and stuff that I want to give you too. So yeah. Okay, cool. Let me know. Because I'm really interested. I've really, really been wanting to get that. I've been trying to find one of those things forever. For those people who are wanting to know, this is what he's talking about. I've been trying to find a left-handed one of these things that I can afford in my area forever, and I have not been able to find one. Because I've been able to find right-hand ones, no problem, not left-handed ones. Oh, Jason, I'm not sure if you saw, but
Yeah, I just sat down.
check that out.
Did he find one for you?
He did. Left-handed. I don't know. I'm looking. Where is it at? What's it at? It's in Sioux Falls. But if it's still there on Friday, he says he's going to pick it up for me. And he's coming down next week, so
Okay.
we can meet up then. Because I'm free most of the week because being on workman's comp, it doesn't allow me to do. I can't do much.
No, they give you enough to survive.
Which is not bad. I mean, I don't get paid bi-weekly like I used to. I get paid weekly, which is something I'm not used to doing. But it does help me pay the bills, which is what I thought. A lot of the items I picked up here, you guys, is less than $50 for everything, including the arrows and everything else. So, yeah, I got to steal. But something tells me the new cold weather sleeping bag and everything I picked up and my snowshoes and everything else, there's a winter survival video or overnighter somewhere in my future. Not sure. I'm probably going to have to go north. So I've been wanting to do some stuff with Scott anyway.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting to do something up in the Dakotas at least once. You know?
I'll make my way up there one day.
I've been to the Dakotas before for training.
Well, I've never been to Kansas. I've never been to Nebraska. I've never been to Oklahoma. Well, no, I've been through Oklahoma, but I've never set foot in Oklahoma. So it doesn't count.
Okay, cool.
I would love to do a collab with Justin. Trapper J or Iowa Trapper.
Oh, yeah. If you're coming up here to see Iowa Trapper,
yeah,
I'm going to have to come and meet you with him because I'm not a trapper, but I would love to go see. So I've never met Iowa Trapper at all.
Yeah. The thing is, when he goes, he is moving fast.
Well,
You got-
I can't move right now, so I'm in no condition. With my knees being what they are, my right one's even getting bad.
Yeah, he just goes from mellow to fast during trapping season.
Oh yeah, that's trapping season's coming, and it's coming fast.
I know.
Hunting season's coming up too.
I know. It's just 2 weeks away.
The thing is, I've got everything but my deer license for the season.
Yeah.
But I don't have a property picked out yet.
Yeah.
I don't have a blind I could use yet because I'm not using I can't use a tree stand. I am no condition for a tree stand. But a ground stand, a ground blind, or even just sitting in a chair, being quiet, would be enough for me to get something. But unfortunately, if I got one, I wouldn't be able to haul it in.
Yeah. No, like I said, the thing is, I'm surprised I haven't sold any batteries at work.
You haven't?
No.
Why is that?
Usually the people will come in there and buy new batteries for the year for
Mhm.
their feeders. I haven't sold any.
Maybe they're buying them somewhere else.
Who knows?
I don't know. I have no idea where the summer went. But, man, I wish I could do a winter video with you. But I mean, a proper, well supplied.
I'm not going up there for winter. That's too cold.
No, when I say well supplied, I'm talking about wood burning stove in a hot tent, even though there's snow outside.
I won't be going outside.
I would go out to get fires going, that kind of thing outside.
Yeah.
Because the winter thing, you got to go get firewood.
That's why I live here in the South. Same thing with Blake. It's warmer.
I've been stationed south. I've been stationed in Biloxi before. That's where I went for medical training.
I mean, for here, it gets cold here for here.
Yeah.
It does.
No,
Don't
sorry.
get me wrong.
Let me correct myself. That's where I went for admin training. I went for medical training down in San Antonio.
Yeah, like I said, our summers and winters are far different than yours. You get nowhere near as hot as we do.
We actually have seasons here.
I mean, like I said, today instance was what 108 for the heat index.
When? Today?
Yeah, I just walk outside and just go, just wet.
What temperature is it right now?
Oh, let me update that because the air just got hit real heavy.
That means the humidity went up.
Oh yeah, big time. We are still at 84 degrees. Heat index is still 96.
Okay, we're at
Humidity is
70
at
degrees right now.
83.
We're at 70.
Yeah,
right
our
now.
humidity is at 83. Dew point at 79. So yeah, we're gonna have fog tonight.
Let me see what I got here.
It's hard to believe. Yes, we get fog at like 78 degrees.
Okay, our high was 75.
Yeah.
It's going to get down to 63 tonight.
Yeah.
So this afternoon it got up to 74. It says.
Yeah.
This morning it was 66 degrees. 66.
Here it is. The sun went down almost an hour ago, and we're sitting at 84 degrees.
Ours started about 40. Well, it was 14 after 8 when our sun went down.
Yeah. Ours is like 8:01.
8:14 here.
Yeah, it's like 8:01 here.
I don't know why yours is different than mine because we should have been on the same time.
There's the curvature of the Earth.
But you're south of me.
Yes, I know. The
We're
world
in the
is
same
fatter.
time zone.
Yeah, the world is fatter here.
That's true. We're a little bit further up on the curve.
Yeah. Now, if we were on the flat Earth, yeah, the sunset would be the same everywhere. It's not.
No.
The Earth is round.
Now, I would love, as soon as my knees are fixed, like, so I said knees, both of them, I do want to start doing more collabs where I actually travel to people and, do stuff there. Now, will I make it down to Texas? Probably not. That's a little far. But,
Yeah,
South
no,
Dakota, I can probably do. Illinois, I can do. Missouri, I can do. Nebraska. Anything in the Midwest, I can hit. Even Wisconsin, I could probably do. But that's about it for me. I don't know if I'd make it up to Michigan though. That's where Tyler lives, right?
both Tylers
Yeah,
and Johnny, and
they're in the Michigan area, right?
yeah, they're in the Michigan area. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, excuse me. One
I've
Tyler
never
in
been up that
Ohio.
way.
Sorry, one Tyler that I know is in Ohio. One's in Michigan. Um,
Ajax is in Michigan, right?
Ajax is, I believe, in Michigan. Yes,
Okay. Somebody's in Wisconsin. I can't remember who.
that's going to be Johnny Mac.
That's Johnny Mac. Okay.
Mhm.
I only watched a few of his videos. I don't know
Reeves.
him enough to say he's my friend, but I'm a follower of his. Now, I do like to go and I know the Tyler that we know is here.
Yeah,
And him and Izzy are cool.
I know a lot of Tylers.
Yeah, apparently,
and a lot of Andrews too.
right. Now, the people I know I can go hang out with is I guess Dan from Illinois. Hey Doug, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Doug?
He's a little far south. I can't make it down there.
Yeah, like I said,
Never been to Florida. I've been to Georgia. I've been to South Carolina.
Florida, but
Yeah, I've never been to Florida.
we decided we're going to do the October trunk or treat this year instead of going to Florida.
I definitely want to go up to. I've been invited to multiple Renaissance fairs up in South Dakota. I may actually have to break down and build my range up again and go do one of two up there. And then I might kidnap Scott if he's not too busy working. Just because throw him in a kilt, throw him on the line and say, hey, you're teaching me, help me teach these kids how to shoot.
Well, no, like I said, we did that decision. We're going to do the camping trip here instead of running to Florida for a weekend.
Now, are you getting a cabin? Or are you getting a tent? Or what are you doing?
We're doing a tent.
A tent? Okay. I wasn't sure what you were doing because the place you're doing your trunk or treat has cabins or not.
Not in that area, no. Where the trunk or treat is actually happening is the Loop 200, and it's all RV and tent.
Man, you don't have an RV. Oh, by the way, when we were at the state fair on Sunday, we saw some of the most awesome looking RV pole campers.
Yeah.
We ignored the fifth wheels because we know it's too big. We're not pulling anything that big.
No,
But these are just regular pole campers. And some of them had full-on bathrooms. No issues. A couple of them had some wonky configurations on the bathroom.
we haven't decided what we want to do yet in the future. We're thinking about maybe a small itty-bitty travel trailer later on in the future. So when we go to events, we have something besides a campground.
Not a quilt, a kilt. K-I-L-T, kilt.
The quilts are too hot.
You can. Thing is, kilts are made of 100% wool,
I know.
and the thing is, they're not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Unless you're allergic to wool, then you probably would be. But quilts in themselves are very comfortable. I own several.
Well, like I said, if we in the future, if we did decide to go ahead and do a couple of competitions a year, at least a small little tiny little travel trailer that we can tow. And we can
Yeah, I know you want to do a lot more shooting competitions with your.
I want to go. And I'm thinking about setting up a field target in the backyard.
Well, you have the room for it. I don't see why you haven't.
Yeah,
As long as you have a legal reason. I know some people get the bug up their butts about shooting in your backyard, but I know Texas is different than most.
there's nobody there.
Exactly. You're lucky though. I have a church behind my house.
Yeah,
But it's also a quarter mile away, the main building.
yeah.
With literally a big empty field in between there. But
No, but the empty field belongs to them. If they don't want you there, they'll say no. Sorry.
right.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why.
I gotta
That's why
understand-
I shoot back my bows, but my bow arrows stay. I make sure my arrows stay in my yard.
Yeah. Well, I know, but like I said, it's a liability thing. I can understand that.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
they don't want a whole lot of people on there.
Right.
they're
But
not
they also do a community garden there and everything else. So,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Oh, by the way, I did see something you might think is cool.
What?
Okay, you've seen crop dusters, right?
Oh, yes.
Have you seen the drones yet?
Yes.
Seen one up close and personal twice. Once at the state fair, once flying over my house. Literally, that thing is freaking huge.
Yeah.
We're talking about 5 by 5 and probably about 2 feet tall.
Look how much weight they got to move.
Yeah, but the thing is, I was seeing the regular crop duster plane fly over our house multiple times. But before we went last week, before I went to the state fair, I saw the drone, and
Mhm.
Ian saw it too, and we were totally shocked of seeing it because we weren't expecting it. We just heard something, but we thought it was something buzzing overhead until we both saw it in the backyard.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, those drones need GPS for them to work for crop testing.
I don't know what they were going over because the only thing that's over there is the church grounds that has their garden, and the other fields is on the other side of the church grounds.
They were
But
crop
it's-
testing that?
Huh?
They were crop testing the church grounds?
Well, I see. Think it's just like here's the church, right behind
Yeah.
my house. Here's my house. There's
Yeah.
the church, open ground. Their community gardens on this side, and on the other side of that is more crops, corn.
Oh, okay. There it is, the crops. Okay.
Then across
I
the
thought it was
street
open
is
field.
more.
I thought it was just an open field. I'm sorry.
It's a combination.
Yeah.
Because there's a space between their community garden and then their field that has the corn.
Yeah.
But I think it might have been turning around or something like that. I don't know why they should. They don't. Those things can turn on a dime. But and I still have no idea why it was flying over my house. If you wanted to take a pot shot at it, you probably could have took it down with it one shot.
No reason to.
The thing is, if it's just flying over your house for no reason,
Yeah, well, it's an industrial drone, so.
okay. I've seen both. The kilts. Kilts have been made out of leather, wool, denim. They can be made out of a lot of canvas. You can make all different types. Utility kilts are common nowadays. They kind of look like hiking shorts, but they're kilts. So they're called utility kilts. Those are comfortable too. They breathe well.
Breezy.
Huh?
Breezy.
They're very breezy. But there's 3 ways you can wear a kilt. If you do wear one. And I can give you all 3 if you guys are interested.
Nah.
It's actually pretty simple. And I've done all of them. Not intentionally, but sort of. I didn't realize I was intentionally. And I've seen some funny things happen with guys in kilts, which is really, really. It's more funny than anything else. But as a medic, one of them was kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Doug is not too far temperature-wise from what I go through here.
But he's also near the coast, closer than you are.
Yeah. So he's going to be a little bit more higher humidity.
Yeah. That's the only thing he's got on you, though.
Oh, yeah.
He is also, depending on where in Florida that he's located, depends on how much water he has surrounding him.
Well, you got to remember, they also get the rain showers every afternoon in different locations.
Well, if he's further in, if he's on the up coaster toward the panhandle of Florida, then he's closer inland. Then he won't get him as much. If he's further down towards
it's
the point,
just as hot there.
No, I didn't say it wasn't just hot, but you get more of a temperature swing due to the storms coming in from both the Gulf and from the Atlantic.
Where is Ernesto?
What? What was that?
Ernesto.
You lost me.
Oh, the tropical storm.
Oh, I don't pay attention to those because I don't deal with them up here.
And it's starting to get organized.
Can you imagine someone tropical storm showing up here in Iowa?
They make it up there. The remnants.
But they're not called tropical storms up here.
No. They're called tropical depressions by the time they make it up there.
No, they're just called depressions. There's no tropical about it. But yeah, Scott, I would definitely do a rent fair with you just to have some fun. But I do want to do a winter camp out with you with Dan and you.
Yeah,
I don't want to do Tyler because I'm afraid he's going to injure himself again. He got frostbite last time, and that's not a good thing. But he didn't plan for his, deal yet either. Mac, get out of there. Get. He's trying to climb in my sleeping bag.
Well, yeah, he's trying to get back in the bag.
He's literally trying to dig his way into it. I don't want him to scratch it up and, claw it up. I'm going to have to put it all back in the bag.
Ooh, look, a nice soft place to lay and keep warm.
Yeah, but this is like super. This is really
away.
This is a big one. I mean,
put it away.
Look at the size of the foot box.
Yeah, put it away so he can't get to it.
I'm going to have to. It's a big giant stuff sack anyway, so I'm stuffing it back in separately there. Like I said, I've never owned a winter sleeping bag. I've used them in the service, but I've never owned one. I've never had a bivy sack to go with it because as a medic, they don't really put us in bivvies. We have ambulances we sleep in if we have to. But we have to be near our gear at all times.
Yeah.
And they don't like it when some of our gear freezes. Because if our gear freezes, that means our gear is useless. But these are all military, like I said, I can't wait to try this out. Now, I got to see if I can find the liner for my Light Fighter 1 tent. It allows me to make it from a 3-season tent to a 4-season tent.
Yeah.
Now, if I did that, that might change things a little bit, comfort-wise. Now, it's not going to be a full-on hot tent or anything like that. But I'm not really familiar with how the conditions are with a 4-season tent anyway, without having some kind of stove or something like that to keep it warm. But we did have it set up fully last week at the flea market, and Ian slept in that because he didn't have the proper carabiners for his to set up his hammock properly. He has the hammock straps, but we didn't have the proper carabiners. Otherwise, he would have slept in it because we had like almost 0 bugs and everything else. So he was looking forward to that. But that's on my list because the carabiners I had were not rated for climbing or any kind of weight whatsoever.
No.
Okay, he's south of the Cape. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know, Doug. Oh, wow. Doug's actually been to Sturgis.
Yeah. I haven't.
Okay, I've been through Sturgis, but not during Sturgis.
The rally.
Not during the rally.
Excuse me.
And I was going to training at the time. which is why I was in South Dakota at all. Got to spend a lot of time in South Dakota.
Now the Badlands get hot and cold depending on the time of year.
Even in the hottest of months, they do get cold at night because there's nothing to hold the heat in. Like a desert. It's a desert, but with canyons.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I've been through Sturgis once or twice. Been through South Dakota several times because that's where we get sent out from that area, and Wisconsin too. So rather not think about that because that was a bad one because it's where I hurt my back.
Yeah, I still want to go up to Oregon and do fishing with reef robber.
Everybody wants to go fishing with reef robber, though.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go fishing for salmon.
That's Earl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I want to go do some winter videos with Scott up there. I mean, I've been meaning to go up to the Renaissance Fair up that way anyway. That'd be a good reason to go up there and hang out with him and his wife and go to the fair, as well as doing a couple winter cap out things. But that's a whole different time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those people who did not see the items that I picked up, if you want to see them and you haven't seen them yet, I will show them off one more time. I just showed you the one shortly. That was the new military sleeping bag winter sleeping bag I picked up for $8.
Yeah, you can, or they can go back and watch the video.
You can go back and watch the video, but this is it right here. $8 for this. It's so new, my cat wants to get inside it and mess it up. But the other item, I do like the look of these arrows, though, Jason. What is your opinion? Look at that. Look how tight those are.
Yeah, like I said, those are the Golden Knights colors.
They're not the Golden Knights colors, so stop it.
Yeah, they are.
Where am I from?
I'm not talking about the college. I'm talking about the Army skydiving team.
I was never involved with an Army skydiving team. Now, I wasn't even involved with a football team either, though I may have ran into a few of the members from time to time, but didn't know it. But they're black and gold, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did not choose these colors. These are the way they came. You don't get a choice of color. But I do like that their fletchings are.
What you get.
You get what you get. Are smooth, even 5-inch turkey fletchings. Turkey, I'm just using it as an example because I don't think these are totally turkey. That'd be a heck of a lot of turkeys. But I do like the index knocking.
Do you know what the twist rate on them are?
Oh. None.
Oh.
No.
They're not going to fly well.
No, I'm looking down.
There's a little bit.
That's the feather itself, not the actual.
Yeah.
But the going down the thing is supposed to be at a slight angle.
Yeah.
From here to here, there isn't.
Oh.
There might be a little, but I can't. I mean, it's micro. We're talking very tiny. But without actually shooting them, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
If they spiral, amazing, awesome. Left helical, right helical, I don't care. I can shoot both. Doesn't matter to me. All that matters is that I can put an arrow on target. That's all I care about. Now, when I make my arrows for myself, I'm going to do 4 fletch, and that's all that matters to me. Because I like 4 fletch. Because that way I can just grab an arrow. I don't have to worry about index knocks. I just throw an arrow on my string and shoot. Unlike Jason's there, he has to have his just so.
Yeah, it has to be knocked correctly.
And you could use basically have to use shorter fletchings compared to what I have to use.
I have to, yes.
Now, I shoot off the shelf, which is a lot different than what Jason does, because he actually has to have a arrow rest. He does, he could use off the shelf if he wanted to, but it would not work with his fletching.
Yeah. Well, mine's off the shelf from Walmart, but
No, off
yeah,
the
I
shelf.
know.
Do you have a mechanical arrow rest?
Yes, mine's mechanical.
Okay.
It's spring loaded, yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Like I said, I shoot off the shelf using a fur rest because I prefer it that way because it's just I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to worry about where everything's at. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect every time. I bet that was a long drive for you there, Doug. Thank you, Scott. It is a nice compression sack. It all came together, $8, and I think it still has the tag. It came from the military. Look at that. They just tore it off. I spotted out the corner of my eye after this one lady had this folding mess kit in her cart. I couldn't touch it because it was in her cart. And I turned around, saw the bag. He goes, "There's no way that's military." Got closer. Oh, that's got to be military. Open it up. It's military. So, yeah.
I'll get food here in a bit.
I can help you with your hands, Scott. That's not an issue. Actually, making arrows is a process, but I got to have the materials. That's like I was telling Cecilia earlier. It's a little tough trying to do it without the proper shafts. I mean, I could buy cheap shafts, doesn't mean I'm going to get good arrows. And I want something I can actually shoot, not just build. Because I'm not building them for sale or anything like that. I'm building for me. Now, if I make a set for, say, Jason, that'll work for his compound bow, I can do that. But I got to have the proper shafts to do that. I just can't use the shafts I use for my bow for that. Even though the bow, if I make one for my 100-pound bow, it would definitely work on his compound, but he's not going to be used to it. So it would be interesting to see you use that heavy-duty 2364 shafts on your bow. Now, you don't have a recurve, though.
No, I do not have a recurve.
I've seen some really nice recurves recently. Ian's found quite a few bows, as you already know.
Yeah, right now I'm after 2 items, so I just don't know.
Both of yours are air rifles, though.
It's 4 air rifles, yes. New action camera and a compressor I saw.
A what?
An air compressor
Oh, okay.
for 4,500 psi.
Okay. I can't have no use for anything like that. Now, I am looking for a air compressor of a type, but not for me. For Jenny. It's for it's a backpacking one.
Okay.
It's a little compressor about this big that's used to inflate air mattresses.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little micro. It's like literally, it's very tiny, about that big around, about that tall. You put it up to your air mattress and go zzz, and you're like, no time wasted. But that's whole set for back tapping. Now I've been talking about doing winter and hunting, so trying to get more into archery stuff because it is hunting season coming up.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm kind of gearing myself up for that.
I mean, we're only a few weeks away from dove season. Speaking of dove season, hi Ajax.
Hey Ajax, we were just talking about you. Here's what's been burning.
Yeah.
We were literally talking about you.
Yeah,
Flex Tail Gear, Amazon. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about going on Vivor and getting that that compressor on Vivor for like $160.
Okay, 23
Yeah.
bucks for that little pump that he was telling me about.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Thanks for the information on that one. Because I mean, I've got my big Agnes one. It's actually pretty nice. I ended up having to give up my air mattress to Ian last weekend because Ian was trying to go full on hammock camping without the skill on how to set up a hammock.
Trial and error.
Guess what he brought with him to sleep with?
His hammock.
His teddy bear.
No, he had his hammock and he had a wool blanket. That's it.
No pillow?
No pillow. Nothing. When his hammock failed because we couldn't get it to set up properly, because it's an ultralight setup, because we didn't have the proper carabiners and stuff like that. So I ended up putting him into my Light Fighter 1 Army tent, which, by the way, it suited him temperament-wise a lot. But he had no blanket other than a wool blanket, and nothing. Yeah.
That's why you got to test it out.
I planned ahead. He didn't.
Yeah, you got to test it out before you go out.
Well, we don't have the proper trees. We have one set of trees, and we're already using it.
Yeah.
So we have the 2 trees up front, but that's it. It's still we need the same thing. We need the carabiners.
Yeah.
We had the trees there, but we didn't have the proper carabiners to hold it open, up and wait with it. Because the one carabiner set I had were just really lightweight junk things that
They're
couldn't
for
hold.
holding keys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's going to pick up a couple actual climbing carabiners that we're going to hook up. The hammock straps worked fine. They're actually really decent ones, even though I got them off of AliExpress. They worked great. So that's cool, Scott. Thank you for letting me know about that. I'll talk to you more about that at a later date when we have more time. Good, but yeah. Oh, crikey. I mean, there's so much stuff I want to talk about, and I just can't get it all out of my head.
Yeah.
I'm going like 6 different directions right now. Now, Jason, when you're sleeping in a tent, you sleep on the ground, on an air mattress? How do you do it?
Cot.
Cot? What kind of cot?
A folding cot.
Again, what type?
I don't know what type they are.
Brand, at least.
Oh, it's from Walmart. I think. Is that true?
No, I didn't get it from Walmart.
Oh, you
I got
didn't?
those from Amazon.
Oh, she got those from Amazon. I can't remember what she got.
I found out the ones that I picked up, the cheap folding ones, are exactly it. Cheap.
Yeah. No, ours were not.
500-pound weight limit.
Yeah, each one has a 500-pound weight limit on ours.
Okay, I'll give you a call tomorrow, Scott. I'm got nothing going on tomorrow, except I'm going to be on his live tomorrow night. But other than that, yeah. Now I'm going to probably end up swapping out my cot for a different one because I'm used to the military style ones because they're a lot more sturdy. They lay a lot more flatter when you have them all the way up. My tent, the big Agnes Copper Spur 2, more than enough room for a bigger cot. It handled the length perfectly, no issues. It's just that the cot itself was not a good cot. It does not. It's not a good one. I might try to find a military grade one, like the ones that will work with the Light Fighter 2, the Light Fighter tent, because the Light Fighter 1 tent is actually made to be a hammock, a cot tent as well. So
I think Scott says. Yeah, I know. Snapper, night, Scott.
Yeah. Be well. Talk to you tomorrow, Scott.
Yeah. Next time he shows up, I gotta go. Great Scott.
Either it's going to be one of two things. you're going to be mentioning a Back to the Future reference, or you could be doing a Rocky Horror Picture Show reference. It could be both.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't know any Janets.
I do.
There's no-
Damn it, Janet. Okay. Now, the site that has a Light Fighter 1 tent, the tent itself is $405. It does have the liner for the Light Fighter 1 cold weather kit.
Yep.
And it's $166, not $175 like I thought.
Right now, Vivor has their tents on clearance.
Do they have Light Fighter 1 tents?
They have what?
Light Fighter 1.
I don't know.
Oh, I have no idea which one that one is.
That's the one I picked up from when I was working over at the D.A.V store, the military tent, army
They
tent I
have all
got.
kinds of tents right now. Even the canvas tents are on sale.
I did pick up that new battle box tent too. I have not set that one up yet.
No, and they also have regular tents too. They got shower tents, bathroom tents.
$50 ice makers.
Well, this is what let's see if we can get this thing to. This is what I'm looking at right now. This is from their website.
I did not see that on there. No.
No, this is a. You second. This is the Light Fighter 1 cold weather kit that makes it four season tent.
Yeah. No, these are big camping tents.
This one's out of stock. This one here changes a Light Fighter 1 tent from a 3-season tent to a 4-season tent, which is basically you fit it over your
Yes.
one tent. I'm not sure if it switches out or I'm trying to figure that out because I have no idea.
Yeah, we ended up getting a family-sized tent for Molly and I. Yeah, I know.
Just spread out.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, we settled for the Ozark Trail because we could not get that core tent at all, and it's still out of stock.
But we still love our tent.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that big viewing screen.
Okay. I'm just looking at the yeah, it attaches onto the inner tent and covers all the exposed meshes and allows the system to retain body heat while decreasing the amount of wind that circulates through the tent.
Oh yeah, any kind of buffer zone for an air gap. Yeah,
The only
That's
thing you probably would have to worry about once that you put that in there would be condensation from your breath.
Yeah.
That would be your biggest issue because you were not getting a lot of airflow.
Yeah.
But by the way, Scott heard you were saying about Great Scott. No, I would try a winter camping scenario with that one, but I would have to have a cot in there. I'd have to have this sleeping bag, obviously, my sleeping pad. I don't know. I'm not going full on military. I'm just going to go intermix of what I can find. But to make that tent smaller tent would actually be easier to keep warm than a bigger one.
Yeah.
Obviously, with my body heat and such. But I don't know how well it would work until I try it. But I will say this, I will probably bring some kind of space heater of some kind that'll help keep that space up if necessary.
Yeah, now, if you have an electric site, get a little electric heater.
Well, this one doesn't have an electrical outlet plug-in through the tent type situations.
You used to put it in the corner where the zippers meet.
The zippers are by the front, where your head's at.
Yeah. or an electric blanket.
A lot of hand warmers.
So
Oh, my says commercial.
Oh yeah, I'm not even sure what commercial I've got.
It's already 9:30 already. Wow.
I know, it kind of flew by. Oh, I've got Hollandland active noise canceling tech.
Done here.
I've never heard of Hollyland, but there's that. That's the first one. I'm not sure what the second one is yet. The second one is what? Wait for it to change. Sling.com. I guess
Okay.
it's for a TV channel for football season passes and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a football fan, so there's no point I'd be watching that.
Yeah, I'm not a football fan either.
Now,
Yeah, commercials.
I would, like I said, I would not do anything. I might change out a sleeping pad that I, even though the Q-Core one, the Big Agnes sleeping pad that I have is a 4.5 rated R value. I don't know how well it would work in cold weather situations like that. It would have to be tested, and I'm afraid to be honest. I don't. I mean, I know I could be warmer by putting in a liner of some kind inside this sleeping bag to give it a little bit more R value, I guess. I could pick up
One of those little fuzzy blankets.
Well, I was thinking about one of those actual sleeping bag liners you get from Walmart.
Yeah.
It's a simple one. Throw it inside this to give it one more extra layer, and also to help keep it cleaner.
Yeah.
And remember, you don't sleep in your boots. That's a no-no. Now, I take my hand.
Your feet.
I will bring my little hand warmer with me. I will definitely be using that. And I would definitely have a stocking cap or a balaclava or something over my head to keep my head warm. Because I'm not going without it. But other than that, I mean, until you know, you try it out, you don't know. But I'm not ready for spending the $166 on the liner for that tent yet. But would I have it as an option? Probably. Because right now, I don't have a permanent setup tent-wise for my truck.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, a simple tarp helps a lot.
Simple tarps I have. You know for a fact I have a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
100 and one on top.
Yeah, one under and one on top.
I have quite a few. I acquired quite a few when I was at the D.A.V store. And I'm actually glad I grabbed every friggin' one of them.
No, I'm talking about like one of those simple, $9.99 tarps you get at Harbor Freight.
I understand that, but I don't have to.
Yeah, I know you don't have to.
Now, a canvas tarp would be more heat retention than a denier tarp any day in the wintertime. But the thing is, it is freaking heavy. And not everybody wants to put up a canvas tarp. I do know that I can put the tarps that I have, at least one of them, can be put in a tent configuration because I've done it. I did a video on it. Did I start it out to be a tent configuration? Nope. It just ended up that way. Because I'm using my trekking poles. Turned out to be it worked out great. Now throw one of my other tarps down as a ground sheet and it's a tent. But it's enough of a cover to keep the rain off or dew or whatever it is, but not so much snow. So that's a whole different ball game. Which makes me wonder if I ever decide to hike the Appalachian Trail, should I take the Light Fighter one through the heavier sections with snow or not?
Yeah.
Because I'd rather backpacking one for when in the warmer areas, but the heavy snow one, rated one for that area. Because I'm not sleeping in a little pup tent in 2 feet of snow. I don't care who you are. Because I'm a ground sleeper, and I don't know how people in hammocks do it. Literally, I do not. If you can and you love doing that, more power to you. Because I don't have the guts to do it. I'm not sure if Jason would either.
No, too exposed.
I mean, even with an underquilt,
Yeah.
and the proper, fully enclosed setup type situation, I still wouldn't want to be exposed like that because the wind alone would kill you, literally. Um, Jason, you still there? I can't tell if he's got it turned off or what. I don't see his showing us being muted or not. Okay. Are you having issues with your mic, or are you shutting your mic off?
Internet.
Okay, I was wondering because it was like your little mic symbol for when you muted it wasn't on.
Yeah, no, that was the internet. We just buffered.
I got cut off.
Yeah, I was having issues when I first started because my computer needed rebooted.
No,
Because
our
it
internet
started-
is still spotty.
Mine decided to needed updates. Okay, you got your updates. You have to restart your computer now. Three
Yeah.
different programs needed restarted. Now, Jason, I don't know about you, but it takes a new breed of person to be able to camp in the wintertime in a hammock.
Yeah, no. Like I said,
And
too
I'm
expensive.
not one of them. Now, even if I'm going to be camping in the wintertime, I'm not going to be sleeping directly on the ground.
Yeah, no.
I would not do that. I won't be able to.
Actually, in the wintertime, I have slept on the ground.
Now, there is something I considered. I'm not sure if it would even be a probability or not,
Will you use the hot stove?
that we didn't even consider just a few minutes ago.
Yes, I use the hot stone method.
Well, hot stove methods only work when you have a fire going.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what I was going to suggest was the hot water bottle method. Heating up water, putting it in your water bottle, and tuck it into your sleeping bag. What I was going to say is, you have something, Jason. Let's see. I believe Cliff has one, and so does Blake. You all have your power banks, correct?
Yeah.
Now, one of those with a small space heater.
Yeah,
Now, would that last all night? It wouldn't last forever, but it would last a while.
Yeah, my power bank, I don't have one that size now.
Now, would you lose one?
No, I don't have one.
Oh, you said now, so I was wondering if you had one in the past.
No.
Okay. Now, with a decent sized power bank, you wouldn't need to have cords, right? And,
No, you wouldn't need to have cords. You just got to remember, the colder it is, the more power you're going to use.
right, but the thing is, it's not going to be stuck outdoors. It's going to be stuck in the tent with you. So
It still gets cold in that tent. You're still going to need to keep
so
that
the
back
tent is being warmed up by the space heater,
Yeah.
and it's not going to cause the carbon dioxide as a propane one would.
Yeah.
So it would help keep it self-warm. Yeah, but the thing is, you got to be able to have space enough where it won't melt anything.
Oh, yeah.
But also it's got to be able to power for the right amount of time.
I highly recommend spooning.
Yeah. Molly says we highly recommend spooning.
Well, if you're by yourself, you can't spoon yourself.
No, you can't do that by yourself. No.
So spooning is great when you have the opportunity, especially with the person you really care about.
Yes.
Jenny and me, awesome. No issues right there. But the thing is, if we're doing a winter camp, which Jenny would not do, I want to be able to see I might make the purchase of buying an Anchor power bank big enough to handle a space heater for at least 6 to 8 hours. It doesn't have to be all night or anything like that, but enough to get through the night, get some sleep without having to worry about freezing. That's my biggest issue. Now, is that winter camping? Yes and no. I am not a survivalist in no way, shape, or form. But I want to at least be prepared. At least it'll give me a chance to do some winter videos of you guys laughing at me while trying out snowshoes for the first time. You can't tell me you wouldn't laugh at that.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I know you guys would probably laugh at that because I would laugh at that. But I've never used snowshoes in my life. These are rated for somebody my size, so that's good. I just paid next to nothing for them, so I figured something in the universe is telling me to get geared up for winter.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it. So if it's coming my way for the price of this coming at, something out there is telling me I got to get them.
Yeah, like I said, just get prepared for that Arctic blast when you lose power.
Well, that's the thing. Most people don't realize. I mean, space heaters, including the propane ones, only last for so long.
You got it.
If you have a system that you say you're in a house that has propane, the big pigs, propane tanks, those will last even with the power outs for a while. Because,
Yeah, if you got the 250-gallon tank, yeah, that'll last you a long time.
well, the thing is, I mean, even without power, it means the blowers aren't going, but does that not mean that the pilot light is out? If it gets going, it'll stay going. Now, the heat will be a gradual release of heat, but the heat will release through the entire house slowly. But that doesn't mean open every door and window, just try to, get the heat to where you want it. It's going to get there when it gets there.
When we went through that Arctic blast, they were telling everybody, get everybody in one room.
That's what I was getting ready to suggest.
Yep.
That means find a room, block off every vent, every window, every door, except for the one where the heat's coming out. I mean, I've seen people sleep in their kitchens if their heater's in the basement. Open up the basement door on the inside and let the heat rise into the kitchen, wherever the door is.
And they were also telling everybody, pitch a tent to the living room and stay in the tent.
Yep. Now, like I said, while the pilot light is working, that means it's putting out heat. It may not have power to run the fans.
Yeah.
But it's still putting out heat. Now, I am not 100% sure on how well that would work.
We're all electric, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, with those people who are all electric heat, I apologize. I'm sorry to hear that. Now, there are people who have the radiated heat with the radiators, with hot water type of situation.
The boilers?
The boiler system stuff. Those would actually be a little bit better off than most.
Well, like I said, nowadays, these new boilers need a water pump.
Well, even then, the water's still going to move with the heat.
Yeah.
So it's going to move slower, but it's still going to move. Those would radiate a little bit better than the full-on electric fan types, or your case, electric types altogether. But if you have a gas heater of some kind in your house, like we do, it's going to come up through the vents slowly. Also, if you have south-facing, is it south-facing or is it windows?
Yeah.
In your house, do not block your windows out in the daytime.
Nope.
Open them up, unblock them where you can let the light in, because that's heat coming in.
Get that light radiation in there and heating everything up.
Now, I've heard people who actually painted some of their walls black and that kind of situation to help retain the heat.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's true or not. That's just somebody word of mouth thing. That's not me saying this is what people did. This is what I've heard somebody said that they did. This is
second hard to build a solar heater either.
Huh?
It's not hard to build a solar heater.
No, but having plans on hand, there's several books out there, folks. If you want to build a solar heater for keeping heat in, I've heard of solar showers, solar ovens, solar heaters, solar water heaters are a thing as well. Now, how well they work, I have no clue. I can't answer that question because I've never dealt with one. No, but I'd rather have the ability to make one than not. Have one on hand would be even better. Mind, you're not fully off the grid where you're at, though, Jason, are you?
No.
Now, if you had the opportunity to be off grid, would you?
For the cost, for what we would have to do, it would be extremely difficult.
I said, if you could, would you?
Probably.
Cost aside, I mean.
No, it's not just the cost. It's where I'm at and what I would have to do for land clearing.
What was that last part?
I'm not cutting down any trees.
Well, you have the open areas where you can put solar panels.
That's where the garden is.
Put it on one end of the garden.
It would not produce enough power.
Well, you have a choice.
Yeah, it is. But
It's
like I
a
said,
compromise. You'd have
Yeah,
to compromise
we have the trees also help keep us warm as well.
to a point.
The trees will trap heat.
Well, they'll stop the wind at the very least.
Yep, exactly.
Well,
It's
the
the
one thing
wind
about
that
most
gets you.
Well, there's another thing that most people don't do nowadays. They used to do it a lot here in Iowa, even is putting hay bales around your foundation.
Yeah, you can't do that now. It's too expensive.
Well, sometimes it's not about expensive. It's about whether you want to keep heat in your house or not.
No, try $24 a bale.
But that's a one-time thing for a whole winter.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the big round bales either. Oh, that
No,
would maybe be better.
I
But
am talking about the 3-wire bales.
really,
Yes.
I guess it might be just your area because they're not that expensive here.
Oh no, it's expensive now.
For your area, not here. They've never been that expensive here.
Yeah, I just use leftover sheets of plywood from work and plastic sheeting, and it works.
Um, we actually do get something here, but I'm not sure if you would get there though. We actually get corn bales
Yeah, no corn bales here. No.
because we get regular hay bales, straw bales as corn bales. Because what they do with some of the when they're done harvesting, they bale up the corn stalks.
Yeah, see, I just do the underpinning on the house that's exposed to the wind. The other side of the house, I just put up a couple pieces of plywood, so I still have airflow, so nothing rots.
Right. No,
But it's to stop the wind.
I've seen people use the big round bales in certain areas. When I first saw it, I didn't realize what they were doing. I just saw that someone had surrounded their house with them.
Now,
But it also been a really harsh winter, and they decided to anything that would help block the wind was a bonus.
I would love to put up a 8-foot tall wooden fence.
But
to
you
the
can't.
north of us. I can. It's going to be costly.
Well, the only thing I can suggest is build it yourself and do it a little bit at a time.
You got it.
And when you build it really, really strong.
Mm-hmm. It'd be nice if I make it in panels where I can walk over there and crank a crank and turn it at an angle during the summertime, so I have airflow. All right, I need to use the bathroom.
I think we're about done, Jason. It's about almost 10 o'clock.
Okay.
It's a good enough time to wind it down.
Yep.
I want to say thank you to everybody who came in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys like the items that I've acquired and bought. Some of these things, I mean, I'm still waiting on one item from AliExpress. That's for Jenny. Nothing secret about it. It's if you remember a while back, I picked up a Compass butane lighter that looked like a little water bottle.
Yeah.
Keychain. Well, I gave it to Jenny. She loved it, but she lost it.
Ooh.
So I bought her a replacement. It's a lighter watch compass combo.
Yeah.
And I'll be showing that off when it comes in. It's a butane one, so just like the other one. It also has a carabiner and a pop bottle opener.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of everything. But I'm still waiting for her to get that through customs. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Be well, be safe. Love you all. And I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.